What's going on, YouTube community? It's your boy YfgmBlogTv coming straight out of Cincinnati, Ohio. And now I'm back with another video, and I'm going to talk about yesterday's national semifinal game. One of them, Oregon versus Florida State. I'm sorry, number 2 Oregon versus number 3 Florida State. Now, let's just jump right into it. Coming into this game, I've been telling people for the longest that I felt like Florida State was not going to make it to the national championship game, for the simple fact that all of that, coming back in a lot of games is going to catch up with them. And it finally happened. It finally happened. It bit them in the ass. And hats off to Oregon, because over the past couple of years, we all know Oregon to have this fast-paced type up-tempo offense, and it's been working. It's been a success. But coming into this game, a lot of people didn't think that it was going to work too well against Florida State, especially, Jameis Winston and then the Florida State defense. Well, hey, Mariota proved them wrong, and Oregon Ducks proved them wrong. They beat the shit out of Florida State, and if you guys didn't see it, I don't know where you was at yesterday night. They beat the crap out of them. I mean, they was running up and down the field as if this was practice for Oregon. Even though, don't get me wrong, the first half, it was pretty good and close and interesting. And Florida State actually, they blew a few plays to where they actually could have been up probably 27 to something before halftime. Starting off with the Jameis Winston, I ain't gonna say starting off because I can't really remember the order, but I know one of the wide receivers, he dropped a crucial play that could have got the field goal kicker, an easy field goal. And then Jameis Winston, when he reached across the goal line, but his knee hit the ground first, that was a touchdown erase, and they ended up having to kick a field goal. It was another play also before leading to halftime. But the Oregon Ducks, they did what they are known to do best. Run that fast up-tempo offense, throw the defense off, not even giving them a chance to line up, and that's exactly what they did against Florida State. Them Florida State defensive players was looking lost at times. I mean, they couldn't even line up the proper way, and I think with that speed and then just the greatness of Mariota and then the running backs, the receivers playing well, what could you do? I don't think any team can stop that. Like, I just don't see it happening. But anyway, second half, I believe it was 18-13. Game was still close and tight. Oregon come out the gate, boom, score. And then I believe Florida State, they end up scoring. I think it made it 25 to 20. I'm like, okay, still a good game, still a good game. Then what do you know? It seemed like when that freshman running back Cook fumbled, as they was actually about to get into scoring range, that just debacled Florida State, and Florida State could not recover from there. It was just over, because it seemed like when that happened, it was just turnover after turnover after turnover, and Oregon just capitalized. I believe Oregon, they scored 6 straight touchdowns in the start of the second half. That's crazy. That is crazy. And in that third quarter was the final. It was just a debacle for Florida State. I believe they had 4 turnovers in the fourth quarter. And then that same running back ended up fumbling again. And then I believe it was in the fourth quarter, Jameis Winston, that freakish, I don't even know what the hell type of play that was. I know he slipped, but that freakish play right there, that just threw everything off. And by the time the fourth quarter came, and like everybody else said, it just felt like Florida State just gave up. It's like there's nothing else that we can do. We can't come back. It's just too much Oregon. They're beating the hell out of us. What can we do? Let's just prepare for next season, because we can't stop them. The way they were setting up formations and stuff, Oregon, it's crazy. It was just crazy. And, for the most part, like Jameis Winston, he was doing good. But, I want to say the turnovers killed them. That's what made them lose the game. But when you allow a team to beat you by 39 points, nah, it ain't just the turnovers. It's the defense. The defense. Oregon was just doing what they wanted to do, and they did it. And now they're going to the national championship title game against Ohio State Buckeyes. And I'm going to make a video about that. But, yeah, this game was just bad. It was bad once that second half started up. It was bad. It was just too much Oregon Ducks for them, for Florida State. And Florida State could not recover. They couldn't do anything. and now they're out. Like I said before, them 9 games where they basically had to rally back to win the games, that shit was going to catch up to them at some point. Because no team, Ohio State, Florida State, Alabama, they even never played a team like Oregon. So if any of those teams would have played Oregon, I honestly think Oregon still would have beat them. And then you have the Heisman Trophy candidate who really don't make no mistakes besides that one mistake in the first half. But you guys tell me what you thought about the game. The final score of this game was 59-20. They lost by 39 points. I never saw a team. Just think if this was the national championship game. This would have been one of the worst national championship games I ever watched before. But yes, I don't even know. Let me just read a couple stats. Mariota, 26 of 36, 338 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jameis Winston, 29 of 45, 348 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Tyner, 13 carries, 124 yards, 2 touchdowns. Williams, 12 carries, 80 yards, 1 touchdown. Carrington, Oregon for the receiving, 7 receptions, 165 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Rudolph, 6 receptions, 96 yards, and 1 touchdown. This is going to be the key thing. You know, I'm going to get into that in another video. But you guys tell me what you thought about the game. Hit me up on Facebook. Hit me up on Twitter. Check out my previous videos. Comment, subscribe, favorite, like, share. And y'all know, man, I'm out. Deuces.